So how are you doing?
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me here.
How have your experience been here? I think it's been 9 years now, being an integral part of the hospitality industry. BW Hotelier has been doing wonderful, I feel. What's your opinion about it?
The industry has been very good, very kind. 9 years, we've seen a lot of changes happen. A huge number of brands have come into space. The industry has expanded. A lot of travel has COVID helped eventually shape the industry in a big way, which is today reaping the benefits of it. I am very familiar with BW Hotelier, having been involved and meeting Bhuvnesh from time to time at various events and discussions. Was fortunate to be called for the panel this morning, which was all very interesting. We heard a panel was all about sustainability. Sustainability in two ways, not just on the green and environment practices, but also whether the returns in the industry are sustainable. I think it was a very lively discussion that we had. So we do, I think the best for the industry is still to come. It's highly underrepresented. The brands are very few. The number of rooms that are needed, considering the number of aircrafts that are coming on board and the way people are traveling is really the good days ahead for it.
What do you think about the theme of IHA this year? It's Atithi Devo Bhava 2.0, and also today is all about investments and opportunities. How do you think, how do you see fresh investments and new opportunities redefining hospitality in India today?
So that's a good question. See, the investment outlook is improving, vastly improving. If I just look at maybe 10, 15 years ago, the largest number of investors in hotels in India were either the legacy brands like ITC, Taj, Oberoi, or they were, high net worth individual, family offices, people who had ancillary other businesses, and hotel happened to be the first or second sort of outing for them. So it was very scattered, very dispersed. Only these major brands were investing, and then you've now seeing a lot of more institutional developers that are coming into play, and they're getting listed.
Yes.
So you've got the likes of Prestige, Ventiv, Chalet's been there, Juniper Hotels listed. So a lot of these major firms are getting listed, and they're supporting the brands and their journeys in India. Being listed helps them access capital. For tomorrow, if they have to go on a rapid expansion path, they will have access to capital, which is very important.
Absolutely.
Being private is that much harder. So I do feel that the development and investment landscape is getting more in tune with the way we've seen it in the rest of the world. Right? Today, India's branded inventory is about 200,000 rooms, which is, just to give you a perspective, Dubai alone has 150,000 rooms. So, where is India going to be? It's very few rooms. So I think these, with the change in investment landscape, it should really be helpful.
I heard you said that Oberoi has a growth of 34% this year.
No, overall our pipeline compared to our existing number of rooms, that's about 34%.
Can we say that sustainability, since it was part of the discussion, has been a contributor for it? Or is it like a separate point that Oberoi has grown this much?
Well, we are looking to expand. I think the way we look at sustainability, when I say sustainability, I mean it more as an ESG practice or environment practice. It's something that we are building into our practices every day. So from an operational standpoint, for example, we are emphasizing on reducing use of plastic. The single-use toiletry bottles are all gone. They're all replaced by the big bottle. Our water plants are set up in each of the hotel. So water is bottled at the hotel. So we are discouraging the use of plastic bottle. So that is from an practice point of view. When we are into the development stage, which is the kind of design we follow, whether it's the kind of facade we use, the fact that we want to use renewable energy, the fact that we want to minimize land waste to the fill to the land waste, that's all being intensively minimized. So that's all about the right practices that we must build in.
So what's your next push towards sustainability?
Well, trying to improve on it and make it even more. So, like I talked about, the 30% of our electricity is going to be from renewable sources. We are looking to increase that as we go further. All our new projects are coming up with renewable energy, solar energy at the front. So really it's just to see how much further we can push that envelope.
Looking forward to it. Just last question, moving slightly away from IHA and Oberoi a little. So we've launched BW Travel, which is a B2C travel and lifestyle magazine coming in India after about like 3 decades. How do you think now is the right time for India to have a publication that not only inspires travel, but also reflects how we as a country can position ourselves in the face of tourism and luxury?
Well, I think I think travel is no longer about a special event. It's just become a part of lifestyle.
Yeah.
And when I say lifestyle, it's about how people plan their lives, how people think of their day-to-day activities. So people are traveling not necessarily as a big event, so shorter, frequent trips.
Yes.
Where you're able to meet newer people, represent yourself on social media the way you like to do it, is all becoming is already a very integral part of the younger generation. And these are generational shifts, generational trends.
Absolutely, yeah.
I do not take as many pictures as my kids do. They're probably far more than I've taken in my life, but that's the way they look at their world and how they'd like to represent themselves. So I think launching something like you talked about, which is about lifestyle and integrating it with travel, is the right thing to do, because we are in a very visible world and visible life today, right? Everything that we like to do gets published, gets printed.
Absolutely,
we like to put it up.
It's out
So
there,
why
it's
not
on
capture it and make it more institutionalized? Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you
for
very
your
much.
time.
Cheers.
It was
Thank you.
lovely having you.
Same here.